Hey there YouTube, it's Bobi aka Paginator, and today I want to talk about writing. Plus I have a new subscription box, which if you read the title of this video you'd already know. So writing has always been something that I have enjoyed, mostly as a hobby and just for myself to just get ideas out there and let them flow. But I also teach writing in the middle school, and I'm currently working on my master's degree in creative writing through the University of Texas at El Paso. And a lot of the times I do things like NaNoWriMo and Camp NaNoWriMo in the summer. I didn't do it this summer because taking 2 classes in advanced writing was enough. I'm still in my fiction class and really enjoying it. I'm currently working on a project that is meant to be, we're doing 4 pieces in the term, and they're 4 pieces that will work together to build the beginning of a novella or a novel. And we're primarily focusing on getting it geared towards a novella length, but with what I'm writing it could easily go longer. Just a little bit of information. I don't have a title yet, so if you guys have great ideas for that, hit me up in the comments below. I have 3 teenage boys, Grady, Ron, and Gus, who are going on an adventure to the wilderness near their small town. And in this wilderness there is a cabin, and they have heard stories told about this cabin for their whole lives. Grady especially is interested in investigation because he wants to grow up to be a police detective and has a really curious mind, and he wants to find out what happened, because the stories that are told about this cabin claim that a husband and wife lived there, and the husband left back in the 1920s when his wife was killed by a monster from the depths of the earth. And so Grady and his friends go to see if they can figure out what's going on. Also in this story are going to be fairy dragons. If you don't know, fairy dragons are little dragons. The grown ones are about the size of a house cat. And I am kind of tweaking what I've learned about them a little bit in terms of their color and playing with a couple of different things. But fairy dragons are very much pranksters, which I'm really having a lot of fun with, playing with those and coming up with silly names for the dragons, and it's been a lot of fun. And as I've been thinking a lot about writing in the past few months and things, I decided that I was going to try out the Ghost Scribbler subscription box, because it is for writers. And so I gave myself a 3-month subscription to try it out and see if I like what this box has to offer. If I decide I like it better than some of my other boxes that I do currently, like Fairy Loot, Bookish Box, Owlcrate, I might switch this out for one of those. It kind of just depends. Depends a lot on what my budget can handle too. Anyway, those are just a few thoughts about writing. I'm curious to know if any of you who watch my channel are writers also, and if so, what do you write? Another thing about writing is I did put one of my books on Swoon Reads, and of course, as soon as it was published on the Swoon Reads website, I immediately started thinking of things to make it better. So I know that it needs lots of help, but if you are looking for something to read, head over to Swoon Reads and look for my book, The Magnanimous. It's about a half English, half Native American girl during the Revolutionary War who runs a moving hospital, and it's centered mostly around the time spent at Valley Forge, which is a really harsh winter for the revolutionary troops. So I think that's all I want to say about writing for now. I'm definitely interested in talking more about writing with any of you if you want to, so you can hit me up in the comments or even shoot me an email if you just have lots to say. So there we go, and let's get to this box. So the box says "Write" on the front. The guy at my post office was teasing me. He's like, you know, you consistently come in here for packages and usually they're books, but this says "Write" on it. What's going on? He was worried about me, but I said there's probably a book in there, so it's gonna be okay. because I believe the description of their box does say that they include a book in there, but we'll find out together, shall we? Okay, we've got colorful crinkly crap in this corally orange, which is one of my favorite colors in life, so I'm already excited. We've got a card here. It says something about a Scribbler writing contest. Interesting. I'm going to have to read more about this later because, yeah. Alright, let's move the crinklies out of the way. Holy shnikes, there's a lot of them. That's not even all of them. There's still some more stragglers in the box. Alright, so the first item that we have is a patch that says The Right Stuff. I think that's super cute. There's a book with some tabbies sticking out there. Oh, I like patches so much, and this is definitely one that says me. What in the world? This is so much fun. Okay, so we've got this notepad of character notes, and you can plan out some things to do with your characters here. You can circle protagonist, minor character, or antagonist, and you can write down goals, obstacles, strengths, weaknesses, favorite things, party trick, ways you will torture them. Oh my gosh, and there's just tons of these pages, so you could plan out tons of characters for so many different pieces. Oh, definitely going to be using that for sure. Here we have a little book, The Cure for Writer's Block by Andrew Main. And it says, let's see, The Cure for Writer's Block helps you diagnose what kind of writer's block you're experiencing and how to cure it. Writer's blank, writer's lock, writer's knot. Also included are 50 creativity boosters designed to help you find a solution and engage your imagination. Yes, I could have used this book yesterday, actually. The assignment that I'm working on is the second piece for my novel, whatever it's gonna turn out to be. And I was completely stuck. Had to go for a walk. I had to do lots of things to get myself in the mindset where I could get something down. That little booklet is going to be super handy. Okay, here we've got a card that says Scribbler Editorial. Scribbler, noun, a place where editorial warriors unlock your stories, a game with a dose of cheerleader spirit. Okay, so they have an editorial service to help writers if they're interested, and you can go to goscribbler.com/editorial to check it out. I'm still trying to figure out the trick of zooming on this camera correctly. Is that even focused at all? I kind of doubt it. Sorry. Alright, we've got another little booklet here that says Writing Passport Chemistry. I think this is like a regular thing that's included in all of their boxes because it says Volume 31, July 2020. And so it looks like something that's a repeated thing. Again, this box is new to me, so I'm not entirely sure. So this is talking about chemistry between characters in the story. It's the relationships that drive a plot, explore themes that pulls a reader in and sticks with them long after the last page. There's also some information about the use of chemistry in the book that's also in the box, which I'll show you presently. So this is the book they were talking about, Use of Chemistry, The Rogue King by Abigail Owen. I know nothing about this author. I know nothing about this book other than this guy's got a six-pack or something. Not too difficult to look at. Let's find out what happens in this story. Kasia Ammon is a master at hiding. Who and what she is makes her a mark for the entire supernatural world, especially dragon shifters. Dragons! To them, she is treasure to be taken and claimed, a golden ticket to their highest throne. But she can't stop bursting into flames, and there's a sexy dragon shifter in town hunting for her. I think we know who the chemistry is going to be with. This continues and says, as a rogue dragon brand, Astaroth has spent his life in the dark, shunned by his own kind, concealing his true identity. Only his dangerous reputation ensures his survival. Delivering a phoenix to the feared Blood King will bring him one step closer to the revenge he's waited centuries to take. No way is he letting the feisty beauty get away. But when Kasia sparks a white-hot need in him that's impossible to ignore, Brand begins to form a new plan, claim her for himself, and take back his birthright. Dun dun dun. I'm gonna save this for when I need just like to dive head over heels into a romance story. Here's a little newsletter that tells us what's inside the box. I don't want to go over that because there's still a couple things I haven't seen. And it does tell us that the August theme is Hook, writing a good hook. Not Captain Hook, although I love him. Okay, here's another writing passport. Conflict for July 2020 also. And are we getting a second book in here? Holy cow. Hang on. Yeah, there's another book in here. What the heck? Okay, before we get to that, though, we've got an invite to an exclusive chat with Agent Erica Silverman. That's super cool. And we've got a signed book plate here. I can't get this to show very well. And then we've got another book in here, which is Andrew Mayne, The Girl Beneath the Sea. Let's find out about this one. For a Florida police diver, danger rises to the surface in an adventurous thriller by the Wall Street Journal's best-selling author of The Naturalist. Coming from scandalous Florida treasure hunters and drug smugglers, Sloane McPherson is forging her own path. McPherson. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have been looking into family history, and specifically on my mom's father's side, because we had a reunion a few weeks ago, and I knew that they were from Scotland, and I'm fascinated with Scotland, and I found out that our clan is the McPherson clan. That's fun. Okay. Anyway, Sloane McPherson is forging her own path for herself and for her daughter out from under her family's shadow. An auxiliary officer for Lauderdale Shores PD, she's the go-to diver for evidence recovery. Then Sloane finds a fresh kill floating in a canal, a woman whose murky history collides with Sloane's. Their troubling ties are making Sloane less a potential witness than a suspect. And her colleagues aren't the only ones following every move she makes. So is the killer. Yeah, I'd say this would be a good example book for conflict. Holy crap. Woo! That is going to be intense. For sure. Alright, the last item in the box is something called ingramspark.com. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of this. It's like a place to self-publish your book. You can create files and sell your book. I don't know how much I trust these things, but it's something that I could definitely do some investigation into. Have any of you guys ever heard of this? ingramspark.com. Alright. Cool, this has been a really fun box. As I said, I gave myself a 3-month subscription, like a gift kind of thing. And so once I kind of compared boxes and stuff, I'm going to decide whether to keep or not keep this one. You can let me know what you think in the comments down below if you'd like to, as well as any thoughts you have about writing in general or anything like that. So yeah, I believe that's all. I don't know if I've got a favorite thing for this box. Maybe the Writer's Block Buster book, because I tend to get myself into that situation from time to time. But I'm pretty excited to like dive deeper into these things and work more on my writing. Except for maybe not today. I'm a little bit fried. Anyway, I want you guys to all have a wonderful and bookish day. Happy reading. Adios.